Before Google, I'm a library bookworm. Yeah, I started that. My parents started me in going to the library all the time and reading. Instead of buying the books, you can go out and go to the library. And libraries were pretty kind. If you want to get a book, they search the library network, and if they can't get the book, they buy the book. I kind of like I got a lot of my schooling education by going to the library and ask them to buy a book for me, and they buy a book for me. It's part of their budget. Yeah, my chemistry books. The library bought the book instead of me going out and spending $200 for a chemistry book. Yeah, well, you just don't write in the chemistry book also. Nowadays, it's a lot of chemistry books are on DVDs. Yeah, so you just take the DVD, I take it home, I copy it, return the DVD to the library. You're not supposed to do that. That's right, I'm not supposed to do that. A lot of books are on digital, which is a lot easier. And there's Google search. You can go to the Google search and search. If I put in A, I get a repeat of a dozen A's. Or I put an in there, and it gives me a return of a dozen ands. If I put Bigfoot, I got 50 replies on Bigfoot. And I put my foot in there, it's even worse. Smell, smell, smell. But yes, before Google, but now I always run into students, and before the internet, you ran into students, and when things like Google search came around, which was nice, the amount of students in the library went down. On weekends, Saturday, I used to basically, yeah, everything went down. University, I usually go to Northwestern University because it's, within 10 miles, and they have, they got books on their shelves that are 100 years old. Wow. Real, real, real. And it's a federal depository. It's a state depository and a county depository. And I think they just have to build a new wing over there. Now, back then, before Google, the library was packed, even at 9, 10 o'clock at night. Oh, would I go there at 10 o'clock at night? Yeah. On Friday night or Saturday night. Yeah. But even then it was packed. Now, the guards there, they've seen me enough times. I have an ID. And I even have a library card to Northwestern University's library. But I bring coffee and donuts for the guard or something like that. Sometimes pizza, what have you. We sit down and eat, and I'm able to bring out. Well, many times there's no librarian there, and it's one of those automatic readers they have. You put your library card in, you put the book in it, it reads it, or its stuff is on digital. Yeah, it's like, who's there at the library usually? Chinese. What? Chinese are there at the library? Yeah. Well, considering that China's paying double the tuition for the Chinese students, and they're told to learn as much as they can. Yeah, so basically it is, and some foreign students, Chinese, well, yeah. But basically I'm by myself many times. And they have done this thing too in the library. They have heating registers and cooling registers that turn on and off at the library. lights that turn. When I go walk into an aisle, the lights go on, and when I leave the aisle, the lights go off. Very efficient, that thing. But as I said, students now can go online and pick from libraries, Northwestern's library, Northeastern's library, Western Library in the state of Illinois, or Yale, MIT's library. I can find Cambridge in England or a library in Germany. I used to be able to find libraries in Russia, but since they decided to start a war, invade another country, that has been stopped. I can used to be able to get into Chinese. When that plague came out, they had a research library on what COVID virus from starting in 2003 for bats. And you could read the literature, the white papers they had on it, and which was automatically sharing with everybody. Yeah, that's all the microbiologists, biology people. But Google search was there. It opened up stores like YouTube. It used to be a lot worse on YouTube. You put in the wrong words and you may have picked up Russian porn sites, French porn sites, English porn sites, Cuban porn sites, Canadian porn sites, Mexican porn sites, stuff that will get you thrown in jail. That stuff is coming from, you gotta be kidding. But yeah, Google search is a beautiful item. I like Google what they have done. They have opened the world up because so many people so many universities want to put their name on something. I can learn how to use the latest AI chat, and which I've seen a commercial on YouTube that almost every company out there has the word AI in their ad. Why, we have artificial intelligence on how to make a cake these days. Really? Oh, I don't know.